Everybody, my name is Catherine, and today I will talk about the importance of interpersonal communication skills in your workplace, also your management team. First, let's begin discussing what interpersonal communication means. Interpersonal communication is a skill that we all use in the daily basics, and we don't even know it. In our work area, interpersonal communication is very important because it is the emotional intelligence, such as empathy, listening, uh, leadership, nonverbal skills, and there's plenty of more. It doesn't matter which industry you work at, interpersonal communication is used every day, not only by your management team, not only by your coworkers, but it's also being used with the customers and anybody that you communicate with at work. Interpersonal communication skills is very important because it develops a very strong working relationship. It helps you engage with people and it helps other employees to get motivated. Leaders, such as managers, need to have very good interpersonal communication skills. These skills will help build relationships with their team and have a successful business. Interpersonal communication, the lack of that, can cause poor performance for the employees. According to Harvard Business School website, leaders such as management set the tone of their organization. If leaders lack emotional intelligence, it could have consequences and low employee engagement. If you can effectively communicate with your team, then it will create poor performance in both parties. To have a successful team, employees need to build that relationship with their coworkers. One of my managers from a Marriott hotel told me once, and it got stuck with me forever. If you want to have a very successful business, you need to take care of your employees. And I agree with that 100%. Now that I'm older, I understand what she meant. If a business grows, it's because you're taking care of your employees, because the employees take care of you and take care of the business. I give you something, you give something back, and that's how it should work. Interpersonal communication helps create that in a work environment. Managers need to understand that their words and action and reactions impact someone's life. Managers in our workplaces are the people that we look up to. We work every day and we work 8 to 12 hours. So work is our second home. This is the only place that I can be comfortable, that I can talk to, trust to, and I think this is the only place that managers should have that consideration of building that relationship. It's not everything about money. It's how you treat people and how other people should treat you. To have a successful business is to have that good relationship with your employers. Business to succeed, you need to take care of that because it is a way to show others that you can be trusted as a manager. You need to get to know your employers not only in a work environment. You can speak to their personal life. There has to be a balance. This is just a way for them to communicate, to create that trust. Our workplaces should be our safe zone. People should be allowed to make mistakes and should have that space to learn for their mistakes. We're still young and we're still trying to figure out ourselves. So it is very important to have that connection with your manager, with your employers. To build an interpersonal relationship, it's not an easy thing. It does not happen overnight. It takes time. And a good manager should take that time to work on their communication skills, because the skills not only will help that manager in the long run, but it will help them create a professional environment and boundaries with their team. Right here, I have an example how interpersonal communication works. We have the sender and the receiver. The sender sends the encode, channels the decode, and then the receiver will give a feedback to the sender. And it's just a back and forth type of thing, and that's just how it works. You communicate and you get back. Excuse me. Remember, to create a professional environment, you need to communicate, you need to allow others to communicate, you need to give people that space and trust them on the workplace environment. This is all for tonight. Thank